welcome to this video I'm going to share with you developing trust. My name is Dr. Michelle van Tonder and I represent My Growth Academy. And one of the greatest things that I've learned from my leadership journey is that trust is so important. And we've heard it over and over and over again. Trust, when it's broken, is so hard to build back up again. And so for us to understand that building trust is actually one of the basic requirements of leadership development. And it is something that you and I need to understand, that with our building of trust, we will build a team that will go to war with us. And when we've got a team that's united, and not only trust between you and an individual, how do you keep trust within an organization? How do you keep trust within a team? How do we make sure that each staff member trusts each other? The very first thing I'm going to ask is that when you're developing trust, is alleviate any form of gossip, any form of backbiting, and any form of a person talking behind someone else's back. Because the moment that happens, at that moment, trust is broken. And you and I as leaders, what we can do is nip it in the bud. And if we have an openness of communication, and if you've instilled in your organization an opportunity where a person can come and speak to another person, non-violent communication is very important. And what is non-violent communication? It is teaching your team to go with I feel that when you did this upset me, or whatever it might be. Or I feel that when you gave so-and-so an extra time and you didn't give it to us, you were favoring them. Keep that communication open. When we say open door policy, most leaders think that it's just your office door is open. But an open door policy means that we need to have an openness in communication. Communication, when building trust, is vital. So as a leader, what mechanisms are you going to put in your team? Go and look. There's lots of different mechanisms that you can put there. And when making sure that you're having these discussions, please make sure that you're not personally attacking an individual, that you're talking about the issue. And so when you grow trust, your team is looking at you as a leader, and they want to understand what is your level of competence. Competence as a leader is very important. There's competence of skill, there's competence of communication, there's competence of relationship building. There's a lot of different things that we look at from a competency perspective. Most of us leaders don't look at it from that way. We only think competence is job skill. So go as a leader and have a look and say, what is my level of competence that I have in various different fields? If you wanted to, you can go and have a look at what Maslow says. You've got your financial, emotional, social, relational, and also physical. Then go deeper into those things. What relationships do you have with your staff? And what relationships do they have with each other? So competence is very important when building trust. The other thing is connection. How are you connecting with your staff? How are you connecting with your team? How are you connecting with departments that are outside of your department? Do you understand exactly what makes another person happy or unhappy? So we have it in our organization, and I've gone and put it on the back of our computers. If you do this, you're going to upset me. All right, so everybody knows if they do that when they come in, I don't like that because I don't function that way. And so it's open, it's transparent. And so it's so important for us to realize that when we connect with a person to get the best out of them. And if you can do that, you will build trust, because they will understand that you got it in that organization, that team. You've got each other's back. Then there's character. Well, your character will only go as far as you allow it to. As D.L. Moody says, character is who you are in the dark. Are you the same person to yourself as you are the same person with others? And consistency is actually a character trait that if your staff know and your team knows that you're consistent in what you do, you're consistent in your decision making, there's no favoritism, they will start trusting you. And the other is potential. Do you have potential as a leader to go to the next level and not put the law of the lid on them? Do you know and understand the potential of your staff? Because when you tap into potential, character starts formulating, and then they start to respect you. When respect is there, trust is very high. So when we're building trust, please understand that trust is all about people. Trust is about who you are and how you treat others. And when you treat people fairly and you treat everybody the same, and you make sure that you as a leader understand who your team is and how they function, your level of trust is going to grow very high. Now, there's a lot of things about trust. So I would like to suggest that if you have a lack of trust in your organization or in your team, go and look at some of the greats out there. Go and YouTube some of the detailed things about trust. Go and listen to the people like Simon Sinek. Go and listen to the people like Stephen Covey. And understand that even John Maxwell, he talks about trust. And go and develop your leadership skill, because remember, leadership skills are developed daily and they're not developed in a day. So go and look up how you can build trust in your team. And if you want to find out from us, please don't forget to write some comments down below. We'll be there to answer some questions for you. We're here to help you as well. But before you can do that, please, will you kindly go and subscribe to our YouTube channel? Please, would you like our Facebook page? And then don't forget to follow us on SoundCloud. And please, we're here to help you. So if you've got some questions, we're here to answer them for you as well. So interact with us, and we're there to share with you. This is Dr. Michelle, and I look forward to chatting to you in the next video with one of my most favorite topics, and that's prioritizing.